Folks, it's a 2025 Chevrolet Tahoe High Country in the dark ash. I'm going to go walk around in the vehicle here and go over the features. This is the 3.0-liter turbo engine, so it does have the longevity and life, good fuel economy for the cost of diesel. And before we go any further, this is Jeremiah here at the Chevrolet store here in Ottawa. I'm going to give you, again, a walk around of your vehicle. So going around the vehicle, the nice thing about the High Country is you don't have the price tag of the luxury, vehicles like your SUV, but you get a lot of extra equipment that's already baked in as standard features in the vehicle. Now, a couple things to note before I go further that are missing. It does come with this particular one does come with the black badging on the Tahoe and the High Country. It just hasn't come in just yet for us to put those on. But those are items that do come with this vehicle. You do have your nice rims there at the bottom, the quad tip exhaust in the back of the vehicle, and you do have, of course, the little dots there that your proximity alerts that go beep, beep, beep as you get too close to objects. We do have our power lift gate as a part of the vehicle. There we go. And also our power seats. So we can drop the third row, for instance. Let's go ahead and push the button and drop it down. It'll also pull it back up once we hit this button there. And it will also, with the other switch, drop down our second row, which I've already done. So let's drop down the other one. How about that? There we go. Drops it down automatically for us. And then we do have a 115 regular plug-in right here. Cargo mats. So if we drop down our seats, they're not going to get dirty with stuff put on the back of them. And then we do have our storage. This does have a plug-in for our glow plugs as we are driving the diesel engine here for in colder climates. Let's go ahead and push the button, drop her down. Rear seating. Need two hands. There we go. Pop her back. Captain's chairs. Nice saddle leather. That is buttery smooth. And we have the controls for the folks in the back who want to have their own temperature controls with heated seats. And we do have a panoramic sunroof on this vehicle. Rear vents. And then cup holders for the rear on both sides. Kind of hard to get back there. Bose audio system for the premium sound. You have your side repeating turn signals for added visibility, breakaway mirrors for the mailboxes and trash cans of the world, and you do have your blind spot detection. So if you have somebody coming up in your blind spot, of course, it'll flash on there to let you know that someone is there. That comes with rear cross traffic alert, meaning someone's pushing their shopping cart or driving behind you to a certain distance. It'll alert you that someone is coming from that side of the vehicle. Lock myself out. Locks work great. All right. Yes, I do have the key in my pocket. There we go. Boop. Wonderful. It does come with memory seats for the driver, so if you have someone in your family like I do, my wife has a condition called 5'1", and I bang my knees every time I get in, so memory seats will save you there and adjust and push everything back for you for your size. You do have, both sides have power seats. This does have also your lumbar support. This is 12-way adjustable. This item goes forward, back, up, down, it tilts and tilts. Then you have your lean, forward and back, and then 4-way lumbar support for those long trips. Lots of features, safety features, and so on. You do have your 4-wheel drive with auto on here. Electronic parking brake. 360-degree camera, turn off your backup sensors, the auto start stop feature, you can turn that off if you so desire. Then you have your lane keep assist, so as long as there's lines on the road, because there is a camera that's actually watching those lines on the road, if there's lines on the road, it will keep you between the lines of the road if your hands aren't on the steering wheel. Two things are going to happen. Number one, it'll eventually yell at you to put your hands back on the steering wheel, and number two, if the lines disappear, so do you off the side of the road. So make sure there's lines when you're using that feature. You do have your hill descent assist, your electronic stability control for well, you turn that off if you want to do donuts in the parking lot, I suppose, but otherwise keep it on at all times. So you do have all of your towing features, automatic lights, and then power steering wheel. Step on in. This does come with a heads-up display, which will cast onto our windshield there. Large display touchscreen where all of our controls have made way, gotten rid of most of the hard buttons on here, and you have your heated seats, cooled seats, and so on and so forth. Let's go ahead and stay in demo mode. We do have our electronic display also for when we're driving. But before we go over everything else, let's go ahead and hit on USB-A, USB-C, wireless charger on the vehicle. You do have dual climate control that you can set automatically. My phone doesn't want to focus all the time. Nice storage. And here's our adjustments for both our rear seats. We can drop them down if we want from the front. We can also do tilt and slide for our sunroof and open up our panoramic sunroof, right? While it's doing that, the whole sunshade visor does move, so it'll block out your sun. You got your old blank handles, depending who's driving in the vehicle. And our camera, this does become a actual camera, or it can be reflective right now. Right now it's reflective, but once the vehicle is on, that does become your camera. This does come with your rear lock nuts on the vehicle. This vehicle also has a couple other features that aren't on here. It does have your max trailering package and does have the air ride suspension. So it gives your vehicle a premium ride feel, even though it's a truck chassis that you're driving on. So there's plenty of things to go over on the vehicle, but that about covers most of them. If there's anything in particular that you have a question about, feel free to give me a call or a text. It's 419-890-8793. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.